feature is Unit A. Yes, it's 1 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. So we have Unit B, then we have Unit C, D, E, and then F. So there are 6 units down here in the lower level. Yeah, and they're all actually accessible from the upper level, just directly from outside, as you can see here. And as we progress through the build, you actually see how it all shapes up. And if you want to go back to the previous episode, you can actually see how the whole outside came together and just kind of how everything really shaped up. And so there's going to be 13 episodes, one for each one of the units. So now we have the first one. I really liked being able to do this too. It was a lot of fun, but when I started looking at all the footage, I'm like, there's a lot of content here and it's hard to follow because there's just so many different units, and I designed them all, some of them somewhat differently because they all contribute, like they all pay homage to sort of like what I feel each of the original 13 states or colonies remind me of. So I was like, oh yes, like I'm gonna do one for each one and kind of what I feel like each one would kind of make sense with. And so, I really pulled together a lot of elements with each one. And when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, this one, I want to go very, very, very like easygoing, like just like relaxed, small, efficient, and just kind of make it feel homey too. So I went for New Hampshire actually with these with this first one. So that's what I'm calling this one, is the New Hampshire unit. And then it's going to be very similar to the Connecticut and the Massachusetts. So I can't wait for you guys to see, and I hope you guys stay tuned and watch. So this one was actually weird too because I accidentally, of course it's first because here in the United States too, that's kind of what falls first in our election cycle. But for me, I thought it was really fun because I was like, oh yay, I get to do this. But then I realized that I didn't record the process, and then I had to just kind of go back through and just replay it over, and do like the Control Y trick. Yeah, so that's why you're seeing this right now. So I apologize for that, but I was really stoked about how a lot of the rooms came out because I wanted to make them feel where they were like, just like a little bit upper scale, like classy, and also just very welcoming and accessible, I guess you could say. And so, and just like, homey in the same respect. So there's like sort of two different like sort of design schemes within the house, depending on which part you're in, or the apartment in this instance. So we have, yay, so there we go. And then we have our like little storage area and little like area to, take off your shoes. We call it like the mud room or mud area or whatever. I wanted to go with things that were really bright and cheery and just, very forward and calming, but then also very just like modern and sophisticated too. Because when I think of New Hampshire, I actually think of just a lot of really, 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 really neat people and a lot of really fun opportunities to do just pretty much everything you would ever like want to. There's just so much of the whole spectrum of our population here in the United States, like in New Hampshire. So that's kind of one of the reasons why it's like the first in the political spectrum and that kind of stuff, because it literally is like a good sampling of like everybody. And so it's really fun to be able to kind of have that really bright, like vibrant, thing that, and take a lot of things that are unexpected and put them together to really make something different. And that's what I was really thinking about here. And I really love doing the plant arrangements too, like all the flowers and everything. I live for it, you know. And like anytime we get a new like vase or a pot, I'm like, ooh, I know what plants I can put in it. So have a great day, guys, and thank you so much. And that's it for this one. Stay tuned for the next. We're doing episode 2 of the series, and it's going to be B, Unit B. Yes. Well, I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be a bigger one. Take care.